Hello, it is Zeny, and today I'm just gonna read through the story of Time's Banquet if I can. So let's just get started.
Our restaurant is now open for business. Would the restaurateur like to sample our new drink?
This wine's scent. Is it Double Treasure from Jiaole?
Correct. 2 fruits that can only be found in Jiaole were used to brew it. The drink symbolizes the perfection of 2 worlds. Using this as our celebratory wine adds splendor to the restaurant's opening and lets us have a toast to our quest for the stones.
The mine managed by Yun Xiao in Jiaole yielded rare raw jade stones in its first excavation. However, when the jade stones arrived in Yun Xiao to be catalogued, nearly half of them were switched with inferior goods. Rafayel suspects Duke Zhao is the mastermind behind this, but he lacks concrete evidence. With relations between the 2 nations at stake and an imperial court assembly approaching, Rafayel has traveled to Yunxiao as a Jiaole envoy to secretly investigate the whereabouts of the missing jade stones. According to our intel, the stones likely flowed into Kangyuan Chamber in the Western Market. Kangyuan Chamber itself organizes a hidden black market that sells illicit products. Its location changes constantly, and aside from regular clients, few are able to trace its whereabouts. Following an informant's suggestion, we acquired a restaurant in the Western Market to serve as our base for intel exchange while searching for Kangyuan Chamber. Even though I'm from Yanxiao, I've never heard of Kangyuan Chamber before. I'm afraid I'll be unable to provide much assistance. But when it comes to running a restaurant, I've read several guidebooks in the Imperial Archives, and they were written by merchants. I know what to do.
As expected of my lady, you're already a knowledgeable restaurateur.
This lamb tastes weird. Who cooked this?
Please calm down, sir. I'll go to the kitchen and... Gently tugging my sleeve, Raphael discreetly moves me behind him.
In Yunshao, lamb is traditionally slow braised with huangjiu to achieve a tender, wine-infused flavor. However, it's typically roasted with salt and pepper and muge. Perhaps you are unaccustomed to our local cooking methods?
That's right. How did you know I was from Muge?
The distinctive red particles on your boot soles are from the clay one can find on the Yunshao-Jiaole caravan road, which merchants from Muge must use to arrive in Yunshao. In addition, your bracelet is engraved with traditional, auspicious patterns in the Muge style.
I'll ask the kitchen to prepare a new dish for you, sir. The lamb will be roasted with cumin and chili peppers.
And we'll offer you a complimentary jar of fine wine to apologize. It shall also serve as a gesture of friendship.
You're very generous, and you, sir, have remarkable insight.
You may praise me if you so desire. Staring at my face won't reveal your thoughts to me.
I'm curious, Raphael. How did you notice those minor details?
It's not difficult. Watching people is akin to examining stones. Shape, color, texture, they convey a certain meaning, and each is distinctive.
Despite everything being in front of our eyes, finding connections between them isn't simple.
It is actually, if you want to improve quickly. Be like me and practice every day.
I listen intently, but I notice my reflection in his amused gaze.
I often observe a little stone that's one of a kind.
Gathering useful intel can't be accomplished in a single day. Thus, I observe the young men and women frequenting the restaurant when I have time. From Zhaole to Yunxiao, Raphael has always taken the initiative to get close to me. I want to show my appreciation for his attention. After making several meticulous observations, I realized that young women often give red string bracelets made by hand to their beloveds. It's a token of affection. Maybe I should make one for Raphael. I need to know how big his wrist is first. For one whole day, I think about the opportunities I could use to measure his wrist.
I just grabbed this off the stove, so it's still hot. Be careful not to drop it.
I pretend to take the plate while reaching for his wrist, but he turns in such a manner that he evades my attempt.
Are you trying to tease me? What if you got burned? Breaking this clay seal requires a delicate touch to avoid damaging the jar's mouth.
Let me help.
I can handle it. You might cut your hand.
I have yet to succeed when the restaurant closes and Raphael and I begin tallying our profits. When one plan fails, devise another. I pick up an ink brush and pretend to organize the ledgers. Then I move closer to him. Oh my! I'm sorry. Oh, some ink landed on your hand. I'll help you wipe it off.
It's all right. Look at the stain's petal-like shape. Politeness should be reciprocated. Since I have a flower on my wrist, you must also have one.
Raphael takes my hand and uses the remaining ink on the brush to draw a picture on my wrist. The plum blossom seems to bloom before me.
Now our marks resemble a complete picture of fluttering flowers.
It's beautiful, but it tickles. His eyes crinkle as the brush continues to linger on my wrist. It's as if he's trying to figure something out, yet his actions are rather whimsical.
You seem particularly interested in my wrist today.
What do you mean?
It's a simple observation.
Fortunately, he doesn't press further and accompanies me to wash off the ink, but my plan to measure his wrist fails once more. Disappointed, I'm about to return to my room when I see Raphael leaning against the table in front of me. He's massaging his wrist and sighing. You've been working hard as of late. Does your wrist hurt?
One of our attendants said he was ill, and many customers visited our establishment. My wrist is slightly tired.
Allow me to find some soothing medicinal wine.
It's not that bad. However, it'd be nice if you could massage my wrist.
Those elegant hands with slender fingers reach out. Despite having seen countless rare jades, I think his hands are more beautiful. Wait, this is the perfect chance to measure his wrist. I use the massage as an opportunity to measure his wrist and commit it to memory. Then I soon realize that my actions can be interpreted as intimate caresses.
You still need a few minutes?
The corners of his eyes curve upward as he moves his wrist. It's as if he's trying to find a more comfortable position. Almost.
There's no rush. Take your time.
Once I return to my room, I cut some red thread and start making a bracelet based on a crafting manual's instructions. Persistence pays off. I weave the red thread into an elegant knot until an insect's chirps interrupt my thoughts. Suddenly, Raphael's amused gaze appears in my mind. Could it be... Did he do it on purpose? Our restaurant is almost empty today. Meanwhile, the one across the street is as bustling as a marketplace. A large crowd surrounds it.
There appears to be excitement. Shall we investigate?
Raphael and I push our way through the crowd. Apparently, the establishment is hosting a jade stone gambling event.
I can't believe this rough stone revealed such exquisite jade. There are no impurities, and it's of the highest grade.
The crowd cheers, and I carefully examine the stone. Then I lean toward Raphael and whisper into his ear. Something is wrong with that stone. I believe it was tampered with beforehand. They've gone to great lengths to hide high-quality goods while placing inferior ones in prominent positions to mislead people.
Look at that person over there. He's working with the restaurant's owner. I suppose he was hired to attract customers. Using such fraudulent tricks is despicable. I'll pay him a visit. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to participate, but I've never done this before. Do you have any advice?
The person scrutinizes Raphael before speaking cautiously.
Are you sure? There are risks. You'll never know whether a stone has something good until it's cut open.
My wife has always been fond of jade. Both of us recently arrived in Yunshao, and I'd like to find a piece that can make her happy.
The word wife makes my ears burn red. As others look toward me, I quickly put on an eager expression that's full of anticipation.
I see. Then let me share some of my experiences with you.
The individual reveals several stone appraisal techniques as everyone in the crowd nods. Raphael continues asking him questions. The man becomes increasingly flustered as he contradicts himself and struggles.
Why don't the rocks that produced beautiful jade earlier match the characteristics you described? Surely you wouldn't deceive me, sir. Or does this establishment's stones have issues?
What?
You said appraising stones requires examining the patterns on the outer layer. Yet the ones that were selected according to your criteria don't match your statement. Why is it that the stones you cut open always contain valuable jade? Everyone else can only find normal rocks.
Oh, are you working together? The onlookers suddenly realize what's happening and begin talking amongst themselves. The restaurant's owner grabs the man, and they frantically run into the establishment. Only chaos is left in their wake. Just as Raphael and I are about to discreetly leave, someone who's dressed as a merchant stops us.
You two, please wait! I admire how you stood for justice. Why don't we acquaint ourselves with one another? My business also involves jade. I'd appreciate your expertise in appraising stones in the future.
Of course. My wife has a discerning eye for treasures. If you have her examine your raw jade, I guarantee her assessment will be flawless.
Thank you. I lack talent, but I have many connections when information is involved. If there's anything you want to know, don't hesitate to ask me.
Raphael and I exchange a glance, and he smiles knowingly.
Actually, we've been searching for rare stones that are difficult to find in the marketplace. Could you perhaps tell us where we might find some?
The merchant looks around cautiously before leaning in to speak in a hushed voice.
Aside from what you can normally find in the market, your other option is Songyuan Chamber. Keep an eye on the caravan that recently arrived in the Western market. You'll find your opportunity there.
Oops, well, I've been pronouncing that word wrong, but I'm just a girl, so you're gonna have to deal with it, Zeny! At the end of the year, the Imperial Court holds a mounted archery competition to entertain foreign envoys. I sit in the spectator area as Raphael is among the participants. Banners sway in the wind and hooves thunder across the field. The competition is fierce. In spite of that, Raphael emerges victorious. However, the broken bowstring wasn't an accident. Those people were targeting you.
They're amateur tactics. If someone wants to target me, sending people of this caliber won't do. In any case, we're in the capital. If they truly dared to assassinate me with so many witnesses present, they'd need to consider the heads they can afford to lose.
Indeed, but the shock hasn't completely dissipated, and my fingers slightly tremble. Raphael massages my furrowed brow.
To compensate for the fact that I made you worry, I can teach you mounted archery. It might put you at ease.
Before I can even respond, Raphael takes my hand and makes the decision for me. The arrow whistles through the air, only to miss its target yet again. It disappears into the depths of the forest. My aim wasn't bad. Why do I keep missing?
There are no issues with your form. It's just that you're distracted.
With one nimble leap, Raphael springs onto my horse and positions himself directly behind me. He supports my arms.
Mounted archery requires finding stillness within movement. When you're on horseback, the slightest mistake can send your arrow off course. Therefore, concentration is essential.
He guides me to pull back the bowstring, and I try to follow as we aim at the mark on the tree trunk.
Relax your elbows, lower your shoulders, keep your body stable, and don't lean back. Yes, relax. Imagine you're the arrow. You're ready to fly.
Even the wind falls silent as our breaths intertwine.
Now,
We release the arrow at the same time, and it soars from the bowstring to strike the center of the tree trunk.
you're a fast learner. I suppose you're my wittiest student.
Do you have other students?
You're the only one. I have no interest in teaching others. See? It's not so difficult. Let's keep practicing until you're more comfortable.
Perhaps it's the exhilaration of archery and horseback riding that cause my worries to disappear. I'm eager to challenge him to a race. I need more practice with mounted archery, but I believe my horseback riding skills improved considerably under your guidance. Shall we see who can reach the hill beyond the forest first? Raphael raises an eyebrow at my challenge. With a serious expression, he immediately puts his bow away.
I see. My student is eager to outshine me. Since I've received your challenge, I must give it my all.
Yet the results are clear. Raphael and his horse are like an arrow shot from a bow. It's not long before I can barely see his figure in the distance. I only hear his cheerful laughter that the wind carries back to me.
I'll see you soon.
After riding through the dense forest, we stop on the hillside that's located on the outskirts. Yunshao's distant, dazzling lights gleam. From here, Yunshao looks prosperous, yet beneath all that splendor are dangerous undercurrents.
Whether in Yunshao or Jiaole, people's desire for peace remains unchanged. So long as someone carries a lantern, dark undercurrents cannot go anywhere.
Raphael's gaze falls upon me, his eyes reflecting the city's flickering lights. I take his hand. I'll carry that lantern with you.
Then we'll be able to light each other's path.
The New Year's festival has arrived, and the restaurant's main hall is adorned with new decorations. Chatting and laughing, customers sit in circles amongst brilliantly lit lanterns. Raphael and I are preparing to close the restaurant and begin our banquet when a fish in long lantern parade passes by our establishment's entrance.
Loons and fish rise from the waters to celebrate New Year's.
What a long procession. I can't even see where it ends.
Opening our door to lanterns is an auspicious sign. May we be blessed with abundance and prosperity in all the years to come.
The auspicious hour has arrived! It's time to beat the drum and pass the flower. May fortune fill our establishment!
Drums resound behind me. When I turn around, a red silk flower ball lands in my hands. I freeze and barely manage to give the ball to Raphael as the drum beats stop. The one holding the flower when the drums end is said to have the best luck.
You're so thoughtful. I want to share this good fortune with you as well.
Bells and drums accompany the melody of sisu. Everyone in the restaurant forms a circle. Following the rhythm, they perform a traditional dance from Jiaole. I've never danced with a group like this before.
If you're nervous, you can hold my hand. Follow everyone else. It doesn't matter if you make mistakes. Dancing is a means to celebrate, so happiness is what matters most.
But I'm worried I'll step on your feet.
That proves how our minds are very much alike.
The bells and drums keep the rhythm as our steps weave with the beats. I relax, and this moment feels like a dream that's intricately woven by the glowing lights around us. I look at Raphael. The radiance is reflected in his eyes, and his expression from his eyebrows to his gaze is relaxed.
You really enjoyed it, huh? We should participate in more events like this in the future.
I agree.
I thought you'd refuse.
I want to see you be graceful and carefree every day. It's impossible to look away from such a sight. The banquet has ended, and Raphael and I stand side by side under the eaves. The courtyard is still adorned with New Year's lanterns, their light creating a warm, dreamy glow. I wonder what the new year will bring.
Each year brings a new beginning, and the coming year will be filled with its own unique beauty. We held a banquet, but at this very moment, we're the only ones here. Why don't we take this opportunity to brew a jar of New Year's wine?
All right, we'll make it tonight, and we can drink it together next year at this time. Raphael leans down and taps the tip of my nose. The banquet's fragrance of wine entwines our breaths and dissolves into the night breeze.
I also hope that this happiness will be carried into the coming year.
We gather ingredients from the kitchen and the wine starter, seal everything in a jar, and bury it under a tree in the courtyard.
Spring's flowers and leaves, summer's fresh fruits, autumn's fragrant herbs, and winter's stored honey. I gift you good fortune throughout the 4 seasons. May joy always accompany your every step, and may your life be free and not shackled by worries.
In the distance, a drum resounds. We've only buried our New Year's wine, yet I already feel intoxicated by this enchanting evening. We must open this wine next year together, and may we experience every beautiful moment hand in hand as the seasons change. After searching near and far, Raphael and I finally locate Sangyuan Chamber. Under the pretext of looking for rare stones, we discover the whereabouts of the stolen uncut jade stones. Having gathered the critical evidence about the stolen goods, Raphael presents everything to His Majesty the Emperor. The involved officials are caught in one fell swoop, and Duke Zhao is the first to fall. A thorough investigation is conducted. It's revealed that Duke Zhao colluded with officials for profit and intended to use the incident to sabotage relations between Yun Shao and Zhao Le. The imperial court is in turmoil, but the dust settles after several days. Yun Shao returns to tranquility, its streets and marketplace as bustling as before. Tonight is perfect for a lakeside evening stroll. At the dock outside Yun Shao, 2 small fish-shaped lanterns glide through the darkness toward me.
It took me some time to obtain them. I'm sorry I made you wait.
You didn't take that long. Did you choose these fish lanterns?
You were staring at those lanterns during the parade. Is it correct to assume you're fond of them?
I take the lantern from his hand. The soft light illuminates our faces as we join the crowd and slowly walk along the shore. Raphael, I have one more wish I want to fulfill.
What a coincidence. I also have a wish, and I need your assistance to make it come true.
I was the one who mentioned wishes first. Give me your hand. Amidst the lantern's swaying lights, Raphael holds out his hand as if he anticipated this. I made it myself. The craftsmanship isn't great, but you're not allowed to complain. I tied the red string bracelet around his wrist. I feel as though I captured a fish of longing as it swims toward me among countless lanterns.
I disagree. The craftsmanship is exquisite. Your skill is remarkable. And the bracelet is filled with your heartfelt intentions. I shall cherish it.
Wearing the bracelet, he takes my wrist and places a wooden box in my palm. Its patterns are intricate.
Now it's my turn to give you a present.
He opens the wooden box to reveal a red jade bracelet resting quietly on velvet. Its rich, gorgeous color catches my attention as light dances across its surface. He places the bracelet on my wrist, and it fits perfectly. The jade is smooth and warm to the touch. It's certainly a rare treasure. When did you measure my wrist?
On the day you were going to such great lengths to measure my wrist. Well, do you like it?
I do. Thank you, Raphael. I'm sorry I can be a little oblivious sometimes. He waits for me to continue, but I find myself unable to articulate my thoughts. Perhaps it's because of the intense warmth shared between our clasped hands.
A little oblivious. You're being rather humble.
What? Is it that bad?
It's all right. I know. Even if no words are spoken, I can feel it. After all, you're my little stone. You're one of a kind and have all the world's treasures. Whether you're a little oblivious or utterly clueless, it doesn't matter. An uncut stone may seem plain on the outside, but it can possess the world's rarest red jade, a priceless, passionate, devoted heart. Others might not see it, yet a true connoisseur with the keenest eye can recognize its value.
Our fingers intertwine and our wrists press against each other. Under the lantern's gentle light, the red string bracelet and red jade blend into one like an entwined thread of fate.
You and I are talented at appraising stones, yes? One glance is all we need to see the most passionate, devoted heart.
Period, slay. And after the story you get, complete all of Raphael's story to claim Jade Ripples. It is so cute. Let's freaking go. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed, and that's it. Bye-bye.